How's it going, fellas? Today we're playing the weirdest ninja deck I've ever built, and somehow it actually works really well and it's a really fun strategy. We are essentially playing a toy box engine together with ninjas. We have 2 copies Toy Soldier, playset of the toy box, and 1 copy of the toy tank. The whole idea is that we get access to Hanzo more often, which is the #1 problem with ninjas. And the way it works is we essentially search out Upstart Golden Ninja, and then we activate the effect, pitch a trap card, and then space summon the Hanzo to the field. Hanzo gives us a search, and you go from there. Now, in order to make the toy box engine actually work, we need to play the Magician Souls. That's why we play playset of Magician Souls, 2 copies Illusion of Chaos, because we need to send to the graveyard those cards that we set to the field with toy box. This is the most important part of it. And in the expense of some ninja cards, we actually managed to fit in everything in a 40 card build, which was like the hardest thing to do for me. And outside of these engines, as of the ninja cards, we play 2 copies to body, and this is all we need because we play duplication, and then we summon 2 copies to body plus the green ninja by tributing the Hanzo. This gives us the whole play. Together with that, we have 1 copy Mitsu, 1 copy green ninja, 1 copy Baku, 1 copy Kagero, and 1 copy Jiu. You haven't seen these cards as one-off, so I understand that you feel really frustrated right now, but trust me, it's actually not bad. You only really need 1 copy of each of these. The only one I would suggest to maybe fit another copy would be Mitsu, but I just don't know if you can find the space for that at all, because I clearly couldn't. As of the ninjutsu arts, we have 1 copy Iron Digger, 1 copy of the ninjutsu art Notebook of Mystery, and yes, I know it sounds weird, but we technically only need 1 of it, because it's not really the ideal card to draw going first. Together with that, we play 1 copy of Duplication and the playset of the Dancing Leaves, and trap cards are really important because we need to actually pitch a trap card to the grave in order to activate this guy's effect. And as of the 9 engine, we play 3 Maxi, 2 Imperm. I want to play a 3rd copy Imperm, but there's no space in the deck. 3 copies Small World for consistency, 1 for 1 to special summon the Magician Souls, and 1 reinforcement to search any ninja monster. There will be a combo guide and I'll explain everything, so don't worry about that. Now, as of the extra deck, we have 2 Yaguramaru, 2 Mazen. We technically don't need the 3rd Mazen that badly, but you could add it if you want. The 3rd copy just never came up a lot of the times. We also have a Beast Duel, which is just a good card to end the board on. We also have Baguska. If we're desperate, we just summon that past turn. 1 Typhon is just a great monster in general. We also have 2 copies of Saizu, and Saizu here is a little more important now because it searches a trap card that we need to discard for the effect of the Upstart Golden Ninja. So that makes Saizu a little bit more valuable than in usual ninja deck. We also play 1 IP with DSP together with Sprite Elf, Cross Sheep, Borrow Sword, and Appaloosa. These are all just standard cards and they're really good in the ninja deck in general. But enough talking, now let's get into the combo guide. And by the way, one more thing, if you want to see more ninja content, I have plenty of that in the channel. If you're not familiar with ninjas, you can check them out, then you can watch this video to understand what is the difference. But enough shameless promotion for now. Alright, let's do a quick combo here. All we need is toy box and a way to search out Magician Souls, and we have like 9 copies of it in total if you count the small world, so there's a pretty high chance you'll have it in the hand. But anyways, let's start off by activating the toy box here, and that will give us, of course, the effect to set 2 cards on the field. We're gonna go for Toy Soldier and the Toy Tank. This is really good because not only it gets you 2 bodies, but also gets you 2 draws with the Magician Souls. That's why I love this engine so much. Let's activate the Magician Souls, pitch the Illusion of Chaos, space summon it to the field, activate the effect, and now we're gonna pitch the Toy Soldier and the Toy Tank, which will give us +2. Doesn't matter what we get, this is just extra value to work with. Essentially, we activate both of the effects, space summon 2 level 4s, and we go from there. Now let's activate Toy Soldier's effect. That will give us a nice little search for the Upstart Golden Ninja. And now, if we haven't used our normal summon, we can just normal summon it, but let's just pretend like we already used it for something else. We're just gonna go like this, and we're gonna space summon the Upstart Golden Ninja. Now, we're gonna be activating the effect of it. If you don't have it yet available, you could go for something like Saizu if you have ninjas, but now we're just gonna use the effect and just pitch a trap card from the hand because we tend to have one. And we're gonna be special summoning Hanzo in face-up defense position. Now we're gonna use the effect. We're gonna get a nice little search for anything you like. If you have a ninja card in the graveyard, Baku is a great option. If you don't, you can technically go for Mitsu. I feel like Mitsu is just a little bit better in that case. Let's just do that. So now we're gonna space summon it to the field. Now we're gonna use 2 monsters to go into Cross Sheep. Of course, we're gonna be using 2 of these, and then we're gonna go for the usual combo with the Mazen as well, which is, you know, definitely gonna happen no matter what version of ninjas we play. So now let's summon it in the monster zone that Cross Sheep points to. This will give us an additional special summon, and of course we are gonna have to abuse the not hard once per turn effect of Hanzo. So now we're gonna get a nice little search. Now Baku is a great option because it brings back a card. You could technically go for something else as well. Keep in mind though, when you go for Baku, you can actually recycle the trap card that you've discarded, which is really valuable. What you could have done is if you had 2 ninja monsters, just summon Saizu. Saizu can get access to an additional trap and you go from there. And now we just set duplication together with Dancing Leaves, and we go for either Appaloosa using these 2, or we can go into also Sprite Elf. Now in the current situation, there are a couple of options that you can go for. Obviously, I like to go more for the Sprite Sprite Elf in that current situation, because that will essentially give us not only Sprite Elf, but also it will give us a reborn effect. Together with that, we can link off 2 of our monsters again into something like the SP here, you know, or we can use an extra body. If you have a normal summon available, just go for the Apalooza anyways. Let's just normal summon just to show it a little bit. We can go into Apalooza with just that. You can also use the effect of Sprite Elf again. So technically you have a lot of options. Let's go into Apalooza now just to show it. And if you have a normal summon available, you go for Apalooza. If you don't, you just go for it without the normal summon, of course. And we can also use the effect of Sprite Elf, bring back the Mitsu again. Mitsu has an additional interruption when it's on the field. We can go for duplication, you can go for dancing leaves, and you just figure things out from there depending on what you have. It's not gonna be always linear combos, but typically this is how the game goes, and depending on how much bodies you have, you tend to go for either IP or Apalooza, or maybe Sprite Elf together with Apalooza as I did, or maybe IP with something else, maybe a Beast Dweller. It's up to you. But yeah, that's the combo. It's not gonna be consistent all the time, but if you get it to work, you actually do a pretty good job. Okay, that hand is actually really awkward, but if Hanzo resolves, I can actually do something, and I have a pretty clever way of actually comboing off here. We're gonna space summon the Upstart Golden Ninja with Tobari in order to then activate the effect, pitch the ninjutsu art, so we can actually special summon a monster, and that could be really good. We're gonna go for Hanzo once again. Baku is gonna return the trap card to the hand, which will give us just extra layer of interruptions, and we're gonna go through the standard combos of Maze and Apalooza while also going for Saizu. This is the whole idea here, guys. And we have a couple of options from here, by the way. We could technically go for like Sprite Elf as well, so we can bring back the Mitsu, and then we can go into IP. Actually, you know what? That seems a little cooler. Watch what I'm gonna do here. This will be pretty fun. Let's go Sprite Elf. Typically, you can go Apalooza, but I'm actually gonna try something else. I'm gonna give up on the Saizu, so we can go for something else just to try it out. We can still go for Saizu, by the way, from this position, but I'm gonna go for IP since I wanna have the SP combo available. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go Sprite Elf, bring back the Mitsu. The reason for that is because we want to get an extra interruption with the Mitsu specifically. IP is then going to be used after Mitsu to go into SP. That should be pretty good. It's weird, but it's an interesting way to interrupt him. Well, against Runic, we're kind of having a little bit of a trouble. So let's go Chaining 1 Mazen, Chaining 2 Sprite Elf. The reason for that is because we want to negate the effect of Hugin, and this is the only actual way of doing it. Special in defense mode, Mazen will special summon Kageru, I guess, because Kageru is also going to give us an extra summon. Typically, you would go for Jiu, but Jiu is in my hand. We don't have a face down ninja yet. Oh, we cannot change the effect of Mitsu, I think. Yeah, we kind of messed up a little bit here. Okay, well, we cannot negate it in that case, unfortunately. Well, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. I just thought that we can negate it, but I forgot that we actually need to special summon something face down so we can flip it face up with Mitsu. Activating the Runic Fountain. Well, here's the point where we're gonna have to change the IP, of course, and we're gonna go for the SP. This will deal with the fountain. He's gonna actually destroy it. Oh, never mind. He just lost the game. Dude, as I said, when this deck combos off, it goes crazy and it's so fun to play with. I actually enjoy playing Ninja so much, bro. Ooh, Centurion. Finally, we play against a nice deck and not some toxic bullshit like I played against Weather Painter and stuff. Stand up Centurion, okay. Yeah, he's gonna go through the standard combos. Well, let's just skip to the part where this is over, see if I can do something.
One winner later.
Well, could have been a better board. Auxilla with a trap card, alright. Set these two. Well, he's still gonna have a lot of plays to go through even though he only has one monster here. Toy Box top deck is actually glorious. Oh my god, yeah, that's amazing. Chaining Maxi, ha, dude, we have cold by this time. This is not gonna happen. I swear, if you cross out me with the one up and you stop my cold by the grave, I'm gonna be so pissed off. Okay, he didn't do that. He went Primera. Oh, so activating a Gargoyle. Yeah, sure. Special both. Cold by negates Maxi. The one problem I have is the fact that he can negate my Magician Souls, and I don't love it. He was also gonna change the effect of the Send Up Centurion to immediate Synchro Summon. Also gonna get a search with Primera. Searching out Emmet 6 and summoning Crimson Dragon. Yay! He's gonna use the effect probably immediately without even giving me an opportunity to respond. Wait, he plays a spell or trap card that mentions Crimson Dragon? Interesting. Okay. Change the effect of Gargoyle, change the effect of Crimson Dragon. It's your turn, it's our turn. Okay, Cosmic Blizzard Dragon. Yeah. Return back the Gargoyle. That's gonna give him some follow-ups and also Synchro Rumble. Oh, sure, makes sense. Well, let's go activate Toy Box here. Chaining the effect of Blizzard to destroy it. Yeah, sure. Well, let's go 1 for for one. I guess we can pitch the Illusion of Chaos, special summon the, what was it, Tobari, I think is the best option here, since we need a second ninja to make everything work. Chain Phalanx, yeah, okay. I mean, let's go Magician Souls. Special summon, we're gonna be dumping this. I should have played like Relinquished or like Linkuribu. Now we cannot even use anything to go for SP immediately or something. We're kind of screwed now, to be honest. Actually, no, we can go Typhon. Why did I summon the Mitsu as well? Oh, well, technically we can do Sprite Elf into Typhon. That seems like an okay idea. Actually, we gotta use Sprite Elf. Well, I mean, Mitsu remains on the field then, it's kind of useless. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have went into Mitsu. Let's use the effect. We kind of don't have a choice. Of course, Emmet activates the effect. This is normal. He's gonna go for the special summon. That will broke the effect of the Typhon. And now I can return only the Emmet to the hand. Actually, I should have pitched my own Mitsu, but it doesn't really matter again, as I said. I mean, even if I pitch the Emmet or not, he can still keep the Emmet and I cannot deal with the Emmet anyways. He's gonna get a 3-level weight. So technically, it doesn't matter what I do. He just wins the game from here. Yeah, okay. I mean, sure, going second, of course, the deck doesn't really perform that well. Overall, I'm not really surprised with that game. Alright, so final thoughts. What do I think of the deck? Now, I want to talk about it because I don't actually like playing Toy Box and Magician Souls that much in the deck. Now, don't get me wrong, it is pretty fun to summon Upstart Golden Ninja and get access to Hanzo more often. It is technically a searchable way to get Hanzo, I guess, but the amount of resources that you need to spend to actually make that work is too much. So I think that even though it seems really good, you will have to cut a lot of cards in the deck. For example, as you can see, I've cut some ninjas. Now, even if you want to include ninjas, you would have to cut hand traps or like small water. And you cannot cut Inform, by the way, because you need more trap cards, or technically you can, so yeah, but you're gonna lose a lot of hand trap. You also cut the Ninjutsu Art Notebook of Mystery, and overall, even though I kind of like this engine, I think that it takes way too much space in the deck that the deck doesn't really have. I don't know if that makes sense for you, but I believe that this is not as good of a way to play ninjas compared to some of the other options that I've tried out in the past. You can check them out if you're interested, again, as I said. So yeah, I like the engine, but I don't think it's that good because of consistency purposes, so let me know in the comments below what you think. Check out more Ego Mazu content, of course, I have plenty of that in the channel. Now I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.